I'm a unionist to my core, and I say this. As Prime Minister of the United Kingdom, I will never allow our union to be broken up. And if the First Minister of Scotland asks me for a second independence referendum, I will muster up my British politeness and I will say no. What I'm promising as Prime Minister is that we will make sure we have in place a long-term plan to protect those bonds that join us together, that look at the economic bonds, the social bonds, the cultural bonds, the bonds between families that are so strong between Scotland and the rest of the UK. And I think, you know, as I said, if I'm asked as Prime Minister for a second independence referendum, the answer will be no. But we also have to prepare for the fact that at some stage in our lifetimes, that referendum could happen, not least if Corbyn came to power. And I want us to be properly prepared in every way we can.
My view is that we had a referendum in 2014 when the people of this country were promised, hang on, let me finish this answer. They were promised that this was a once-in-a-generation choice they were making.
They were also promised to get a stay in the EU.
They were told it was a once-in-a-generation promise. I don't think there is any case for breaking that promise. Do you?
Well, what about if there's a democratically elected majority for it?
I think there is.
But what if there's a democratically elected majority for it?
We made a promise to the people of Scotland.
So you would ignore the democratic majority then?
Well,
if that was what it was.
I think there was a democratic vote by the people of Scotland, which was pretty conclusive, and I think it would be a great pity to
so you're ruling out a Section 30 or whatever under your premiership? Would you rule it out?
It was made very clear at the time of the referendum.
Jeremy Hunt ruled it out.
Once-in-a-generation thing.
Would you rule it out?
I see absolutely no case for having a second referendum in Scotland.
Have you heard?
I think it's absurd.